Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm OP, and in today's episode we'll be going over some of the best highlights from all of the LCK Spring matchups of the day. Without further ado, let's dive straight into the action.
And that was really nice. And Nongshim should be pretty happy about their early start in this game. As here we go, we got level 6 from Calmy. He's going to try to Abyssal dive out of this one as the seismic shove will land, and now Lehens is in a ton of trouble as First Blood should go over to the side of Nongshim. Who will they give the kill to? Okay, they did it. They finally did it. G will pick up the First Blood.
And I'm not going to lie, that was so green. And with Soul going to be seen in a second, I mean, this is the payoff as well because it's 6 Void Burbs. You have the pressure in top lane already. Even more gold for Keen. And it's going to be a Mountain Soul, so that's at least good news for Nongshim. Because if it was something like a Chemtech, I think...
Does need to get pretty close to the sun to actually deal damage. And this setup, we have like flanking on flanking, where Chovy's on the bottom side trying to flank, but also Dindin's on the top side trying to flank. They are going to turn onto this one. The Weaver's Wall does come down. Sylvie not finding an engage, though, as Keen with the Equalizer. They're running into the enemy jungle, and the damage from this Equalizer is just gigantic as they are burning them to a crisp. Down will go Canyon, but you can see that Gen.G does have the advantage in this place. So many low health bars on the side of Nongshim as he goes Lehens under the turret. What are you doing, my guy? Maybe just trying to bait them in, and that he will, as Chovy's going to pick up an extra kill on the backside of this fight, and Gen.G should be able to take down the dragon as well.
And Nongshim are just really struggling, but that one was like full duration.
Yeah.
So much value.
You can see already the range advantage going pretty well. This is going to be a very nice combo coming in from the side of Nongshim, but do they have the follow-up is always the question. Keen in a lot of trouble as now the Weaver's Wall does come down, and Calmy just going to execute him in front of them. Dindin also on the flank here, as yes, the dragon will go the way of Gen.G, but see just how far away these guys can survive for, as Canyon's just going to hit the turret and accept his fate. Does not have a safeguard and does not have his life anymore.
Yeah, but I think he might have actually bought it.
And we even have some pings onto this one. They are going to start it up. Just trying to fight before we do have level 16 Kassadin in this one.
It's the right call.
Might be a bit of a last-ditch effort. Let's see how it does go. They have the rel at least in terms of looking for flips. And you know what? Gen.G a little bit sluggish to get in here, but finally they do get on top of Calmy in that backline, but the damage is being done here to this Baron. But look at the kick into the Equalizer, and the steal comes in just to add insult to injury, as Gen.G as a team this time will burn them to a crisp. And that might just be a clean ace if Chovy can catch up to this Renata, which seems quite likely at this point. He's prepped the blade, as there it will be, and there is the ace. As also Chovy, not quite yet level 16, but just
I wonder how much armor he has. And he's going to have a fair bit of health as well with the
lot. It'll be above, yeah.
What's going on? But I'm kind of struggling to see the window when they get in. And with the 6 Void Burbs as well.
Can you see the lose though?
The lose though, I see it. I definitely see it. I think they're halfway through that one already as well, so I mean, honestly, just good luck.
Well, Dindin might need it here, as he is trying to hit some sweet spots. The time that he rift walked on top of them, he did hit him.
Still going.
But, yeah, you're not catching it. It's not happening, guys.
It's so ridiculous. It's so. How many did he use there? I didn't actually keep count, but it must have been like 8 or something.
Yeah.
He's still on the back of that.
Yeah. Well, we're going to take a look.
Okay.
Just watch the arc cooldown.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Oh.
We don't get a full count. I think it might have been 11.
counting so well,
I think it might have been 11. I've been practicing. I think it might have been 11 in total. So I think he used 2 more to get away after that.
Count Ox giving us the numbers 1 to 9. We couldn't make it to 10. He struggled a little bit.
Yeah, that's really where
double
it's falling
digits
apart. And walks.
Game, yeah.
Footsteps. Yeah, nothing really Nongshim could do from here.
Aatrox has looked so incredibly powerful in so many of our games here on 14-4.
Not this one.
It just looks so sad. You put the chains on the Kassadin and he just rift walks out of it. It's like, man, I used to be a champion. I used to matter. He doesn't at this point in time. Poor Aatrox is, yep, they're going to get it done. Chovy just full-time rift walking into the back line as the seismic shove is not going to hit him, and that is going to be the end of the game. Gen.G take down game number 1 in this best of...
They brought it out in game 2, and it means that if this game does end up going later, they kind of have that ace up their sleeve.
They certainly can.
We did actually see Nongshim, it was Sylvie who went topside and got that ward down. And I believe it was on the other side, it was Lehend.
Okay, he's going to flash this one. It's not going to matter. First blood goes over to Peter on the bottom side of the map, just like as we got to talk about this. It's been almost 1,500 days since Cuvée lost to Kana in the top lane. Look at this gank, though, in mid. The charm comes down. This is super clean from the side of Nongshim, but where's the damage? It's not going to come through. It finally does, but they nearly both die as Fiesta still taking damage from the cannon. Jeez.
Yeah, don't die.
The red buff, he is level 6. And with Chovy coming up as well.
Oh, you got to back away. You don't even need to be stepped up here.
Yeah. And the wall will come down. It is a bit short, so he just kind of walks away and tumbles out of that one. But now he's stunned up against the wall, and that's going to be the end of him. And the 3 of them should be able to take out the Vayne, as they did just there.
Yeah, I think Dundun took too long to react and also flashed way too late. Would still like to see them go for it, though. I think, oh, Dundun.
Yeah, he doesn't have any sums, so even the slow is going to be really a big issue for him, and eventually he just gets run down. I
feel like you have to anticipate this. You know they're going to be on the top side. You could have gone bot and just picked up Wolves in the meantime. You could have just waited at your tier 2. You know your team are going for the aggressive play on the bot side. You just shouldn't have walked up. Yeah. Now you're paying double. They will get the tower in the bot lane. That's pretty substantial.
No aftershock for Sylvie might be a bit of an issue for him, but now the Magnastorm does come in, and Canyon doesn't seem to care. He's got the Sundered Sky, and he's so tanky. He's healing up all the damage that's going on into him. Charm lands again, and he's just going back in. He doesn't care at all, as Fiesta just does not have the sustained damage to take him down. And even a wall is going to come out here. Maybe Canyon dies now. No, he's just going to flash away, and Fiesta actually is going to live. Has a bit of a bailout and will be just fine. Meanwhile, on the top side, Dundun going 1v2. As the Q sweet spots are not quite landing, but Dundun just doesn't have the damage right now into Keen, and the 2v1 will work out for Gen.G.
Oh, Pace does have sums.
Hey, he's going to flash away, but that's Callista following on the flash, and the hop on over. Another Q to land, but not going to continue chasing.
Edge of Night Rush.
Chovy in a bit of trouble here. No Unraveled Earth, and Sylvie is on the way as well. He does dodge everything, and there's a big shield, a potential burst, but with the jump in, it is going to be enough. Just getting worried for him there, though, for Fiesta, but he will be okay. Fantastic, based on what we've seen. Yes, the charm doesn't land, but regardless, as we're once again up in the top lane bullying Dundun, and down he will go. Hayes does tank that up nicely.
Yeah, Vayne top, perhaps not. Not working. It's strong, especially if you can get that second item before the dragon spawns. And all
right, well, we're trying to bully another top laner. This time it's not the Vayne, as the kick is very, very nice from Canyon. And look at Chovy, he's not even joining. He's like, yeah, you got this, Canyon. I don't need to be here. Q, one time? Nope, not gonna hit.
Oh, man.
Gets it done. And
that's
Fiesta. Yeah, Fiesta's like, come on, man. Point, but is he going to be here on time is also another question. Keen just gets back over the wall. They spot him now. And the sticks are in the Cloud Drake. This should be easy for Callista Rel, but now a massive wombo combo comes in. Canyon doesn't care, he goes forward. The Devourer comes through, and Paze is going to live. Dundun is getting some good damage into that backline, and now Keen is going to go down. Chovy's here all alone and still can't take out Dundun. And it's going to be taken down. The charm is huge after the flash there from Chovy. And Nongshim, they get a Drake, they get 2 kills, and they're running. Don't get caught out without your Devourer in a team fight somewhere in the next bunch of seconds.
And now, Dundun's just making progress in the side lane. Oh.
Now we have a big knockup coming in, and now Peter's going to be isolated. Fiesta does make his way in now as Canyon is in that backline. G's in a lot of trouble here as the Q will be followed up on. The bailout coming out, but a little bit too little and too late. Gen.G find their angle. And yes, Dundun is up on the top side. He's still hitting that inner turret, but doesn't feel like Gen.G really care too much about it as the Lee Sin a bit out of range there. Canyon not able to follow up and
very carefully around this vision.
I mean, they do see him. So let's see how they deal with this one. Once again, it's a very similar position to the last fight as again the same engage comes through and Pace is just dead. He's in the front line. A huge Q comes through from the Aatrox here as Keen trying to do it all by himself, but he's not going to be able to. And now Dundun trying to move forward here. He nearly gets knocked up, and that should be Cloudsoul here for Nongshim. Another big fight win for them.
Yeah, huge engage once again from Sylvie. They're nailing the combo, and you can see why they had the priority on this duo together. So much value, and now Dundun's fishing.
Yeah, he sees him.
Yeah.
Okay. It's true. Your range just gets so incredibly large as, oh god, that is just one way to win the team fight as well. As Fiesta's like, well, I'm not even gonna bother pressing my buttons. Didn't even look like he had time as it was perfectly timed.
Well, but sets up for a play like that with a double combo onto two of the most important members of Nongshim, and now they're gonna try and stop this Baron, but it's a hard task to do without the Ahri. 20 seconds till Fiesta is up.
All right, the wall's going to come down here as well, just trying to keep Sylvie out of the pit, it does look like, and let's see if they, yeah, he's not even going to go for it in the 4v5. They're just going to let the Baron go, and now the Q is going to land here down onto Sylvie. He's just trying to hop away and get away from them, but they're on the wrong side of the rift. As Gen.G say, okay, cool, you can be behind us, we're just going to push mid. As, yeah, the TP is going to come in, but look at the damage that Sylvie's taken already as he's just going to go down for free. And now they don't have a jungler here. Jiu also having to flash away. The charm is blocked perfectly by Lehens and Fiesta.
That setup, time and oh, I think he sees you.
And they're just stopping the backs here. They're just allowing them to, you know, the teammates to come in. A very nice angle on the kick as Fate's Call will come out. Jiu is desperate on the bailout, but it will not matter. It's Gen.G now pushing mid with their Baron buff.
It just kind of feels unfair. You know, can you not humor them?
And we had, well, we have an engage from Renata Glass. Kind of unfortunate, but all of our Renatas try to do this. Sylvie trying to get in there, trying to catch them off guard with the counter engage. Not really going to work out. They do get the flash out of Chovy, but it is a free Vayne kill on the backside of this fight as here comes Lehens on the engage, and now Sylvie will be the second one to go down. Penta angle potentially here for Keen as he is on the double. As there it is, triple coming in, and that's going to be a steal from Pays. So no Penta this time around, but it still should be the 2-0 from Gen.G. Kenyon, he's got a GA. This time he actually can just run at them with no fear in the world. As down will go the Nexus turrets, and down will go Nongshim, as Gen.G do pick up the 2-0 tonight.
Yeah, it definitely started to feel a little bit desperate in the end. That engage from Peter, not the best. And with that, some sharp adaptations with like the Annie into the Ahri, with the Bard coming out, but I think Hanwha Esports have gotten exactly what they wanted.
Feels pretty good too to R5 Poppy for Peanut. Good about the way that went.
Not the best trade. I do think there's a caveat because with Rel you have Hex Flash and also you can W over walls, so not a big deal, but this might be the payoff, is they're going for a dive.
Well, I guess this was the whole setup, and T1 are not feeling good about this anymore. Delight is going to take a bunch of damage, but it doesn't matter. It's first blood over to the side of Viper as they were Flash Q, but no.
Thinking Flash Q auto, you know, did he have it? He was calculating, you know, running the numbers, run the 7 million outcomes in his head and decided against it.
But
now he has his Poppy just being a human ward.
Peanut was setting up for that, and he's going to hit it. As let's see the damage into Owner. He's in a bit of trouble, can't dash away. Steadfast Presence does go down as Flash on in from Peanut, and he is going to pick it up. The kick comes out late, and Peanut just very casually picks up a kill, and now Zeka coming on in. Zeus in a bit of trouble. Faker's making his way over. The charm is down, but Faker not really able to help out too much in this, and now Zeus just left all alone. Zeka gonna pick up that kill, and Hanwha Esports with some big...
Oh man, he doesn't actually have Smite, but they're looking for him.
Ooh, he's not gonna get knocked on the wall, but it's still a good angle for the charm, and Peanut just steals that one away with his ult. Might as well.
Comes down, catches him on the red, has the backup of Zeka, and the power of this Ahri. Oh, Doran might be in trouble.
Yeah, Doran does not have his flash, so he's gonna get stunned up against the wall, and they should be able to set this one up pretty easily. Not much recourse for him, as he'll do a bit of damage. But look at this, once again, now it's Skooma who's on the Krugs, just gonna get isolated.
And getting a ton of value for it. Now, they are going to look for the return. There is a TP on Doran, and he might regret going for... Oh, he's going to immediately regret that.
Yeah.
He wishes he could cancel.
The timing, very unfortunate, and he's dead. Not much you can do, except not tease about 8 times today, it feels like. As Bear comes down, Zeka in a bit of trouble, and just gets flash incinerated, and he's dead.
Feels like Hanwha Esports overall definitely have the edge.
Oh yeah.
But we saw some cross-mapping going, but this mid matchup, you know, Faker has a 2-level lead on Zeka.
It's a bit of an angle here, as Owner might be caught in the crossfire. We do have teleports available, and that is going to be dodged this time from Guma. Also has cleanse, but the damage is already coming out here. The teleport is channeled by the both of them as they are trying to get on top of Viper, but the peeling is coming away. He's just sprinting away as far as he possibly can, and there's the peel, but Owner gets in as he is going to take out the lethality Varus, and now Delight's in a bit of trouble. Double stun comes in from the side of Keria, and T1 are turning this fight around immediately. Down will go Doran, and one by one the dominoes fall. Peanuts should be able to keep themselves alive, but that's 3 kills for T1.
Yeah, T1, and actually T1 have backed away, taking some heavy poke here, and this seems like the best scenario for Hanwha Esports. I mean, look at the damage. It's literally just the poke. The Jace and the Varus doing everything. They don't even have to fight. They poke them off, they get mid-tier 1, and they get the Dragon. Big win for Hanwha Esports.
It's just one of the basic rules of League of Legends is fall behind to, unless you eventually get some kind of engage, but you're going to lose those health bars as long as the poke can land.
T1 going to approach this.
I mean, can they? Like, they got to do something, but they're not even getting in the river. Unfortunate angle on the Q there. But yeah, this is just gone, as Keria's just going to face tank and Fate's call out. And that's Chemtech Soul.
Yep.
And now, you're really not killing Poppy. And you're ever since, like, that one fight, as maybe this is an angle. Doran a bit out of position. The Q is going to miss, as is that one. But maybe just brute force will get the job done, and that it will. That's a kill for Zeus, as he flashes on top of Doran. Yeah,
good capitalization. Doran just a little bit overextended there, and ends up getting taken down. Not sure they'll be able to... Oh, Keria.
Oh. Well, you can take another try, I guess, or you might just get CC'd 100-0. So
yeah, no Fate's call that time around.
It's the end of that, and now Faker, he's not looking too good in this spot. As 4v1, Hanwha Esports get 2 picks, and now they're going to start up the Baron.
And I think
ever since, like, that one fight, as maybe this is an angle. Doran a bit out of position. The Q is going to miss, as is that one. But maybe just brute force will get the job done, and that it will. That's a kill for Zeus, as he flashes on top of Doran. Yeah, good capitalization. Doran just a little bit overextended there, and ends up getting taken down. Not sure they'll be able to... Oh, Keria. Oh. Well, you can take another try, I guess, or you might just get CC'd 100-0. So
yeah, no Fate's call that time around.
It's the end of that, and now Faker, he's not looking too good in this spot. As 4v1, Hanwha Esports get 2 picks, and now they're going to start up the Baron.
And I think... and yeah. Oh,
and now Keria is dead. Fate's call. Just kidding. Owner also getting in there, and now we have a flank from Zeus. This is a very nice flank. He's going to force the flash out of Viper, but the follow-up from Delight might be enough as the double knockup comes in. They don't quite take out Zeus, though, and now Viper is all alone. He does have Doran coming on in, and Zeus is just going 1v5 on the top side, but he eventually does get taken out, as you would imagine. Even Aatrox, not OP enough to win that one. Hanwha Esports Pack 2, which makes the poke even more deadly, because it's so easy to hit when they're all just running at you on the same angle, you know? And Hanwha Esports, again, chokehold on this one. They're going to get the charm on Zeus as once again the CC castle comes in. Zeus is going to get sealed fate and tries to go over the wall, but immediately denied by Peanut the Poppy. Once again, more value is flash on in, and that should be the end of this one. Keria going to get wiped up as well. The charm before the disengaged cone as well to not get Faker out. And it won't be an ace, but it is going to be a very clean victory.
You want to come into them, landed the poke, got the engage onto the Aatrox, and cleaned up from there. I feel like this has been such a good game for Hanwha Esports, and people questioned...
Oh, boy.
Didn't question that. People questioned, you know, can Hanwha Esports challenge T1? Is the gap between 2 and 3 that big? And the answer is no.
At the moment, certainly not, since Hanwha Esports is going to take a very dominant win in game number 1. And move ahead in this best of 3. Peanut
as opposed to like just pick the Rakan. It's good. It's good and engaging. Very reliable. And they will lock that one in. So I don't think there's nearly as much of a clear advantage as it was in the previous game. But I still think so overall he's the beneficiary of that play. Oh, Delight.
Nice dodge there. Has his flash back up. Peanut just getting some trading damage in. Carry's pretty low at this point, but so is Delight. He's not going to land the Q either. As Peanut thinking about a steal, but that's 1v4, and I think he's just going to have to give this one up. And that he will.
He is highest, yes. Peanut is here.
Doran gonna pull him back. Delight also here. Zeus in a lot of trouble. He's got some help on the way, but flashed on with the charm and just no Qs available. First blood goes over to Peanut once again. And yeah, the rest.
You take that if you're Peanut. Spinning the summoner without committing too much. Obviously worse than that is if you flash and Faker flashes and then you're just trading. But Peanut pretty far behind it.
Ooh. And now Zeus got a flash and he's getting TP'd behind. I don't think he even realized, but now he's trying to trade here on a door and he's so dead. Charm
nice now.
Rings true.
Faker's going to TP in as well, and I think with the fact that Ari's being the ult, I don't see Hanwha Esports contesting this.
Yeah. We'll have to see what the soul is at the end of this, but Doran is going to pick up 2 plates solo.
Yeah, 2 plates and a kill.
And this is feeling like old times, just flipping for the Rift Herald, and he's dead. Peanut just gets 100 comboed from there. Guma nearly dies as well to the poke from Viper, and now he's kind of out of the fight, as now this front line is just being chipped away at. Owner is going to get that Crescent Guard, though, and a big Nico ult from the bush, but he's only a support Nico. Carrier is eventually going to go down. So it was some nice CC, but that was about it. Doran now in the front line, though, is kind of alone against the wall and the rest of T1, and that will be a favor.
Yeah, not quite there. Not quite really cutting through. We do see the TP from Zeka a little bit away, but wanting to get into the fight while catching that mid wave.
Yeah, already a bit of damage. Decent amount of sticks in the Dragon, but actually, and now they're gone.
Viper's just firing piercing arrows from this brush out of vision. So hard to deal with him in this situation.
All right, we have a wall. Doran up against that said wall, just running around, reloading, getting ready. They're the chains, but that is a Xin Zhao. Now Peanut desperate to try to get into the pit as the Q comes in and he spikes early. It's not going to work. T1 take down the Dragon, and that is a win for them. They've also got this Rift Tier 1 to just be a bit of a turret of his own. Now Zeus, he's got some help from Faker, but we have lots of rotations coming down to the bottom lane, actually.
Oh, no.
Doran up against a wall, and the rest of T1 is going to get a double knock-up in, and it all out now on a Faker. He's got Rakan nearby. Delight, a rare miss, actually, on that knock-up, but it might still be enough as Doran is going to take him out. Meanwhile, in the jungle, a big fight going on here as well. Peanut going to be taken out, and Doran eventually will go down, so now T1 charging up the bottom lane as Viper not able to do enough.
Yeah.
You know, if this were a mid-Nico, maybe could say differently, but at this point in time, Zeus in the top side, we do have the Chains of Corruption onto Owner just to delay his impact on this Drake, and they're just going to turn around. Carry is almost dead, as now Hanwha Esports, they just want to take the fight here. They don't even care about that Drake, but now the rest of T1 are coming in, and Zeka, he doesn't have an ulti, he doesn't have a flash, and he will go down. Faker in a lot of trouble, though. He's going to be taken out. Some low health bars as well, as here comes Doran, going to pull in Owner and keep him around. The Crescent Guard is not going to help against the Cassante, who is assassinating this team. Zeus trying to go for the 1v4. That is not going to work out as the rest of your team is dead.
Doran playing that fight so well, managing to get that double knock-up at the end. You know, I feel like T1 lucky to get away with 2 members, with Guma and Carrier still alive. Zeus was pretty healthy, but that bot lane easily could have gone down there. And regardless, Hanwha Esports deny the soul, but also showing they still have.
Yeah,
and this
is from the top lane.
This is not a fast Baron.
Yeah. It's a slow Baron, in fact, as now the wall is going to come in. They are going to try to turn this one around. Stun from the rocks. Bit of damage into Owner, who will struggle a bit into the poke before he uses that ult. As here comes Carry, gets the double knock-up and the root down onto Zeka. He will go. And look at this. Doran also isolated. Hanwha Esports, they wanted this fight. They asked for it, and T1 said, hell yeah, we'll go for it. As into that backline goes Owner. Viper is going to go down, and Delight will meet a similar fate. It's a very broken up one this time around, started by Keria. It's looking good for the side of T1 as Peanut still on the run, but
of the ult from the Varus and the Rakan makes such a big difference in Hanwha Esports. This Dragon, you know, obviously Hanwha Esports long way away from Soul. Oh, this.
Yeah, he's gonna catch out Zeus, and this time the chains get huge value as he even flashes at the end. I know Aatrox is strong, but Yeah, he was pretty dead at that point in time.
Yeah, a lot more value. Barra salting the Aatrox instead of the Zinzao. Looking like a good angle for Hanwha Esports.
Yeah, helps that he got caught out, and now Doran is taking a bunch of damage, actually. Look at the poke coming out as now Charm comes out, but Doran immediately dies! And Peanut's super low as well. The damage from the side of T1 is just huge, and that will be Mountain Soul to T1. Yeah, very unfortunate timing. I think he might actually get away now.
I see. He changes to Talia, so it's Faker who dies, not him. That's how it works, right?
And they got fooled by the clone as well, and now Owner is coming on over. And Faker's here as well. Faker is pumping so much damage. I mean, look at his build. It's just damage. Like, it's kind of insane. It's now a very broken up fight. Zeka trying to do something onto the support, but Carry is still alive. And he will survive. Delight will not.
That's such a tilter, honestly. Yeah. Wow, that was a lot of damage.
The whole team is there. I don't know if you're getting away from this one, Peanut. Nice kick. But Carry has something to say about that, and that'll be the end of him. Out in the jungle. Thought he could leave his base.
Yeah, and there's no time pressure on T1 here. They can just wait for the super minions to push in. And Hanwha Esports, this tower's already so low. They're dropping the wall.
Yeah, they're just diving into the turret. The wall comes down. He does get bounced on over, funnily enough. And Doran is quite tanky, but they're just hitting the inhibitor at this point in time as Zeus. It's going to go down. They do take out the Aatrox, but it's 3 inhibitors down.
Yeah, very hard to get back from this position. Oh.
Okay.
Who hit?
Uh-oh, yeah, he's, oh God, he's just dead immediately. Down will go the next turrets. Looks like T1 has finally broken into the base. That's another pickoff onto Zeka this time. And down will go the Nexus. We have a series on our hands as T1 will tie it up and bring us to a game number 3.
Yeah, really strong
themselves. And they do take it here. But pretty interesting. Definitely a very scrappy composition from the side of T1, whereas a bit more control on the side of Hanwha Esports. A lot of control. It's like a 21-minuter, but
regardless of whether he was the fastest, he's very fast.
True. Here's Lee Sin. The slow comes in, and the flash charm does land on Zeka. Do they have the damage, though? The orb comes in, and Owner! Oh, he's going to get first-blooded, as they will pick up the kill at least. But Zeka, they took on a Viper. He's going to be in a bit of trouble. Has to cleanse.
And this is my favorite part about a lot of how you play Alistar's matchups, where you're playing more defensively, is when the support engages onto your AD carry, you just headbutt Zeri away.
He doesn't have many cooldowns now. He is going to get the pulverize once again, but now he's down a flash, and the chasing potential of Lee Sin and Zeri will eventually catch up to him. So good in the 2v2, but eventually with Owner there, it's going to be too much.
Yep, kind of seeing the payoff.
Really have to
That's
lose too much.
He cares about. Oh, my support died?
Pretty much, yeah.
Can I stack? Yeah, cool. I'm good.
Actually, yeah. The cow is just...
Delight actually swept as he walked past that brush, so Zeus knows someone's there, but not that it's specifically Delight. I think you may be dead, buddy.
Well, he's got flash. He just likes to just go down. And with 4 people in the top lane, I think he'll be okay with that, but yeah, still going to be a nice win for Hanwha Esports.
The right call, Surely Doran doesn't just die to Carrier. Now they've definitely seen him, and Carrier's also seen the control ward, and I think he's dead.
Well, I mean, he is going to... Yeah, no, he's dead. Nice little dive. They see Carrier. Immediately they say, hey, let's just dive.
As the Smolden just kill like 7 minions at once.
And obviously you can waste a lot of time doing that, but especially in Smolder's case, it feels worth because you want to hit 125 as fast as possible.
I don't think you can 2-man dive that.
Nope.
Cheeky.
Got him!
The mental victory is there.
And we're just setting up for a Rift Herald fight. Okay.
Fake just came up.
And we're just going to go for the flash forward from Carrier. Doesn't get much of anything as it's going to go to Faker, actually. Peanut in the pit. He is living for so long. And he gets over the wall as well. Nearly gets another passive in there, but it's still going to be a nice little 1-for-2 trade in favor of...
He's not walking up. He suspects. Could Delight be here again for the 17th time?
He is.
Suspicious.
And it's not only Delight, it's also Zeka.
Yeah.
Just hanging out.
Completely doomed, and it looks like they're setting up a fight, but See if they fully opt into it.
See some poke already coming down here from Doran and Viper. You gotta be careful not to stay right behind the Drake, or it will bounce onto you. And the Maokai ult here going to kind of corral them as here comes Moom to help out as well. Carrier's getting so low, and the steal comes in from Owner. But now with Carrier down, it looks like Hanwha Esports do want to capitalize as much as possible. Let's see what they can do here as T1 are moving in towards the mid lane.
Just out of the base. But I guess aggro is there.
Oh.
Viper's chasing.
You see that ward? Stop them in their tracks. Not going to matter. And they're just going to go away.
Like, if Viper wasn't stacking quickly, we've seen like 26, 27 minute full stacks. You just wouldn't, like, Soul would be gone before you even get fully stacked. So definitely an important factor here. I think that mid-tier 1 tower might just be gone. Oh, especially valuable when they do want to be setting up for Baron, but that's a TP and a wall.
All right, nice charm off the wall. Faker experienced some of those himself. He has done it well, as now kick comes in, and they just don't really want to take part of this, but the Maokai ultimate is going to keep them around and make this very awkward for T1. That's some really low health bars. The flash on in from Peanut. He assassinates Faker, and now Carrier just trying to frontline, just trying to make some space for the rest of his team, but Zayu's TPing in as well. He's on the run. He's not going to do anything by himself, and Hanwha Esports might look at this Baron.
Yeah, I mean, it can easily deny Owner from getting into the pit. They have wards set up.
You have to be careful for Doran to not lose his life to the Baron.
Yeah, Peanut is also low, and there's a Storm. I got the Aatrox.
Oh, they're just trying to turn at this point. Not sure, actually. And now Zeri's getting an angle. The kill lands on a Peanut. Owner, he threats the needle, and he's going to take him down. As now, oh God, where did he go? Guma just plucked out of the air, and that's going to be the end of him. Owner super low as well, as now we got TPs coming in, though. Faker looking for the cleanup. But Viper just going to flap over the wall, and again, it's very early, so it's not like Faker and Carrier can do this Baron, but Faker would like as many kills as possible, as the charm is very pretty, and he will pick up yet another one.
So many sins.
Yeah, 220 is not 225.
Maybe an ult could get them?
They're just going to give it up, though, looks like. We got a wall coming in as well. Owner, I mean, they're throwing everything at him just to make sure.
Okay, I think he will definitely have it in time for the next Dragon fight. From Hanwha Esports.
Oh, Delight? Oh, he wanted that.
Definitely did.
It is Zeri, but...
And you can definitely feel T1 know the time has been put on.
Oh, he's just dead. Okay, well, Charm comes in, and now the Wombo coming in. Look at that knockback from Zeka, Carry, and Kuma. Nearly both die instantly. It was looking okay, actually, with the Zeus damage, but man, he was out.
It's like his Akali, his Yone, the Tristana, the Ahri. He's had a phenomenal clear game so far with some great knockbacks.
Oh, yeah.
They are looking for this Baron. It's going down quickly, but TP's coming in.
Well, you don't have a smite, so very doubtful that they do take it away, but let's see if they can get any cleanup.
He doesn't have his yet.
Yeah, he just doesn't have smite. Oh, God. As Faker going to get rooted up and, you know, scolded by Mom a little bit, but that's about it.
They managed.
And the poke is pretty annoying to deal with. I mean, Carry on the Nautilus, he is a support Nautilus and he's not farming, so he's not that tanky. I mean, he went Locket, doesn't have that much armor. As now Faker, he's gonna get the ult out of Delight in trade of his own, but that's about it. Good at standing in front of his teammates and soaking up a lot of it. Sigma, I mean, he doesn't get to play the game.
Yeah.
Esports. Oh, here we go again. He gets it again. Now to two tankier members, but he's got his whole team there, and they all just burst to smithereens. It's now Hanwha Esports 5v3. Maybe they can end this game. Peanut kind of being harassed here on the left side. They don't have a wave. And they have 10 seconds on the Baron buff.
Yeah, who needs mid or mid prio? They haven't even taken the tier 2, and they're just pushing down bot lane, and it's actually just working. The siege is powerful. They don't really have a response to the Smolder right now.
Zeus, he's trying to cut off the wave. Pretty desperate.
A lot better in that situation. Dragon now up again, and Hanwha Esports.
Oh, man.
Have they overstayed?
Well, Charm is going to miss, and they get the Infernal Drake. Some low health bars though, and Viper just flaps over the wall. We got an ult in onto Peanut. Somebody I think is gonna have to sacrifice here, but now Mom called down and Owner is gone. And Delight, he gets the knock up here onto Kuma, who is just gone. And now it's 80 carry versus no 80 carry. Immediate cleanse comes in from Viper as he wants to burn some health bars. Oh boy, does he. Zeus is gonna get away. And at the end of the day, it looks like maybe Faker and Keria also go down, but they're gonna spend a lot of time chasing.
The hardest thing about playing Smolder is resisting the urge to flash Q when someone's slow, but Viper not going to waste his flash in this situation, but definitely just showing the advantage that Hanwha has right now. Delight is still alive.
Oh, the flash, just not to get knocked up and secure the kill. Not sure about that one. Not sure about that one, Faker.
Faker was horrible. Maybe that's the secret. Have you got any eye drops?
I do, actually.
Oh, man.
If you want some during the cast. They're just going to try to burst down the Dragon, the Baron, rather. And it might work out. I mean, it's not that fast, though. And now, just setting up for this one. Keria on the outside again. He's not that tanky. He's just going to burn the Smithereens again. And now Viper's got an arm guard. Dodges all the damage. Zeus desperately wants to take out this little baby dragon. Meanwhile, Guma's going 1v3. He's going to be taken out. And Hanwha Esports, they have a TP into the base. As Zeka will try to end it. And they will try to stop these two's backs.
Yes,
I think it'll work.
Zeus has TP as well, so you can just TP back now.
Oh, but
Faker.
he can't go to the Nexus turret.
Good luck, Faker.
Yeah, Faker's dead, and now we got a second TP, and this one is over. Jace will put an end to this one, and Hanwha Esports with the big win over T1 tonight. A 2-1 victory.
These were some of the best highlights from all of the LCK Spring matchups of the day. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.